Hello everyone, and welcome to the Sankei Shimbun Cup 2025 season wrap-up show. My name is Jeremy, also known as Tipzntrix, and I'm here with sound effect maestro himself, Harrison. How you doing?
Suizoeater in the flesh. Doing, if I gotta put a word on it, if I gotta throw a term in there, just peachy, if I'm being quite honest.
Well,
Only sad thing is that we don't have games to commentate today.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but we have something just as exciting today. So stay tuned. I must say your picture looks very peachy. It's a peachy picture right there.
I know, I've only got more life in my eyes. I totally have not lost any from being a teacher. It's only filled me with more joy. I swear, please don't check behind my eyes. To verify, take my word.
So much life we'll be bringing into this show today as our MCs for this wrap-up show. This is a pretty big season, of course. First of all, congratulations to all of the players in the season. We had so many players, 64 teams, some from the West and from the East, but of course as well, thank you to all of the commentators here at the WRC commentary team. Starting on the left at the top there, we've got Kyril, Nathaniel, or Tatenu, myself, Tipzntrix, Korak, Harrison, and then on the bottom row, on the left, we've got Gemma, president of WRC, Gemma Sakamoto. We've got David Bresnik, the president of the USPML, and the head of this project on the bottom right, the JPML Pro, Jen. Well done.
Huge shout outs to everybody. I know that it's a little bit of toot my own horn, even though, you know, I'll say I'm the weakest member on this team, but absolutely it's so crazy that we were able to do this and get it in, and it provides such like quality content, in my opinion. It's super sick.
Yeah, this was
it's really cool that we were able to get it off the ground and running, right?
This was an experience I don't think that was really out there before. Getting English translated, not even translated, but just straight English commentary on these Japanese professional leagues. At least not in an official setting. And of course, for that, we have to thank our sponsors, the World Riichi Championship, coming up not quite next month, but in just over a month in July. The World Riichi Championship Tokyo Edition 2025. That's going to be very big. I know some people from my own club are going, and as a World Riichi Championship, there's people from all around the world coming to Tokyo to participate. They've had a long qualifying process. It basically lasts almost from the previous WRC, so 3 years, every 3 years. We know COVID, that unfortunate event, kind of threw the schedule off, but we're back here in 2025 and hopefully in the future as well. And of course, the United States Professional Mahjong League, headquartered in Manhattan, New York at Sparrow's Nest. They've got
super cool space. They got a ton of auto tables. They host tournaments from time to time. They do lessons. It is a really cool, awesome space. I played there twice, I think. Well, I've played officially there in a tournament once, and I think I've played there in free play like maybe 2 other times. Super great time. Absolutely love it. One of the only like true parlors that we have in the US.
Yeah, and
there's a couple others starting to pop up, but
of course, you mentioned parlors. They also have just regular play sessions, like weekly play sessions, just like a parlor, and social events. They'll run parties with Mahjong on the side from time to time. So a very cool place to visit if you're ever down in New York. And of course, if you stay posted to Sparrow's Nest, you'll be notified of all the big events, the big tournaments.
Yep.
That you can come
They
down
are hosting, I know they got some smaller ones. I want to say the next one they're doing is they're hosting a World Riichi League event.
Right.
Off the top of my head, I think it's the 14th and 15th of June. That date feels right. But yes, they have it in all their socials, and that will be a super cool, fun, hard, but rewarding event.
All right. Well, that being said, make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end because we have a big announcement coming up.
Super huge, mega awesome news. Some freaking epic bacon news with some awesome sauce on top, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I've been privileged enough, I feel like, to get a chance to commentate some of these wild games. It's a pretty long season. You know, most sports seasons are like 5-6 months. So it felt like it's almost the whole year.
Almost a year. Right?
Yeah, and it's coming up very soon. There's just a month or two of downtime before the next season begins.
Yeah, I think we're gonna start doing some more coverage in June. No, in July maybe for it.
Yeah,
I think the June coverage. Yeah.
Keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled on the socials and the YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe.
Yeah, hit that bell too. You want to know if we're going live? There's a like button.
Yeah, Jen, make sure to put the scheduled streams up in advance so you don't miss them.
Yep.
But this year we had 64 teams, 16 groups, most of them from the Tokyo area in the Scepter League, but also a number from the Orb League. And we did not get any of the coverage initially of the Orb League teams. They were played off stream essentially because the studio is in Tokyo. So we only saw the Scepter League. But in fact, the winner of the team event was an Orb League team, a team we only were able to start casting once the playoffs began. So super exciting to see them play. You cannot...
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah,
especially that they were able to have the multiple locations, get even more teams and talent in. And again, it was worth it because Orb came with hands. They were ready to bring it.
Can't sleep on the Western Japanese teams. It's not just Tokyo. Sometimes a lot of people talk about Japan like it's all Tokyo. I mean, Tokyo is highly concentrated. Like, there's a lot of population there. But it's not all of Japan at all. So, let's hear from Team Mahjong Bar Fusion, the winners of this year's Sankei Shimbun Cup.
日本プロマター年齢の世界新聞最低新聞社会2020年に9勝で敗れてしまって悔しい思い出があるので、今季は絶対9勝6までいって次
Oh, my mistake. That is the wrong video.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Technical
Okay.
difficulties.
All right, second try. Here we go.
はい、おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
道頓堀にあるマージャンバーフュージョンです。お酒も楽しめて、マージャンも楽しめるお店になってます。
マジ優勝って初めてなんで、めっちゃもうほんまにこんな気分なんだみたいな。
初タイトル。
そうそうそう。
嬉しいです。
嬉しいです。やっぱりチーム戦やったんで、いい形でバトンを渡したいので、まあもういつも以上に考えてって感じですね。
なんかね、なるべく失点を少なくして、その条件が残るようにっていうのはかなり意識したと思います。
はい。
もちろんです。
頑張ってください。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Well, that was Team Mahjong Bar Fusion. Congratulations to them. Yeah,
That's so humble.
That was exactly the words I was gonna say. Very, what do they say? Very demure, very mindful.
Demure,
but actually, this time,
if I was up there on that, I'd have been going crazy. It would have looked like a NASCAR race, man. Tell you what, first title, especially one as prestigious as that, because let me tell you, 64 teams and ain't one of them was a pushover.
Yeah.
Every single, again, cannot be understated how fierce the competition was, and making it all the way to an end, or to the end like that, it, again, just an absolute testament of skill. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, we had teams from online clients, we had teams from bars and parlors around Japan, we had teams from other internet apps, we had teams from leagues like WRC, our own homegrown team. Home is a metaphorical term in this case because WRC pros are kind of international. Home is everywhere for WRC.
But hey, you gotta rep where you're from,
right?
You know? And the WRC, while it is everywhere, that's the name we rep. That is our home.
Yeah, but of course, can't take the spotlight away from the unassuming team, Mahjong Bar Fusion, out of Western Japan and the Orb League. It was quite a journey to watch a lot of the teams. You know, we had former M-Leaguers, current M-Leaguers. We had Team Zhongring with the Nikaido sisters. We had Team Little, who Jen tells me is actually a very popular hair salon for a lot of Mahjong players. So, a really good sponsor for that team.
Yeah, they don't even, they just gotta show up, you know, straight from the salon. It just works.
And of course, the main sponsor, Yukon Fuji, that the serialization was, you could say the newspaper graduated, you could say the magazine graduated, and their parent company, the Sankei Shimbun, big newspaper, took over. So, of course, a lot of changes this season, and a lot of exciting sponsors as well.
Yeah.
And of course, if you were paying attention and noticed that little slip up, there was also an individual tournament. So during the regular season, your score counted both for your team score and your individual score. And just after the end of her contract in M League with the Beast X team, our winner was Hiroe Sugawara. She actually performed an interview with Jen earlier in the season, earlier in the year. And Cairo was mentioning she was his favorite to take it down after seeing how well she fought through the playoffs. She was in one of the lower positions going into the playoffs. So those lower positions in this format had to play more games. Kind of like playing out of a loser's bracket if you've ever played in the double elimination tournaments. And she managed to come back all the way through and win the whole thing. So let's get some words from her here.
There it is. The Reach tile deals in.
And that's gonna end it.
Suizoeater is our champion. Look at her face. This is redemption.
産経新聞社争奪麻雀女流リーグ2025個人戦優勝第19代の麻雀女王菅原弘恵プロです。おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
さすがプロ、
はい、
もう世界に発信されてますからねYouTube ですから全世界の菅原弘恵ファンに
ありがとう、ハローエブリワン
優勝報告改めてお願いします、
はい、
日本語で大丈夫です。
はい、優勝することができました。すごく嬉しいです 世界中の皆様、どこかで一緒に麻雀できる日を楽しみにしています。
今期の麻雀クイーンが誕生しました。さあ、WRC 今年は東京で行われますけれども、菅原プロは参加されるんですか？
参加します。
そうすると、麻雀女王として世界の麻雀プレイヤーたちと対局するっていう機会ができるわけですね。
ちょっと緊張してきましたね。はい。でもWRC は、ラスベガス、ウィーンと参加していて、でフランスの予選大会もお邪魔したりしていたので、本当に麻雀大好きな世界中の皆さんとまたお会いできるのがすごく今から楽しみです。
世界の皆さん、麻雀クイーンとぜひ対局楽しみにしてくださいね。
ファイト。
Ooh, that was an emotional moment. That was a very emotional interview. It was almost a day and night or hot and cold compared to our first interview.
Yeah, that's the type of human stories you love to see, like being so close in making it to the final table.
Yeah.
And then coming a little short and going, I can bring it back. I can still do this. I have it in me, right? And then just absolutely proving it to everybody without a doubt, playing through, getting even from not the best spot to the individual finals again, and finishing it off is incredible. Yeah. Absolutely incredible.
There were at least 2 or 3 all last that I can remember where her position was in jeopardy, but she managed to make it through and get all the way to the top there, even against, of course, the best competition in the Sankei Shimbun Cup, all the other high performers in the season. And of course, we had Lika from Team WRC, who was in the individual finals. She had one very tough game. Her score was looking really nice when she had come in. She came in with a big first place, but just sometimes you get that tough game, and unfortunately she missed out on the final table there. But she performed very well, and in fact, Team WRC all performed very well. They had the closest group for basically the whole season. All 4 teams in the group were within maybe 1 or 2 games of each other from the beginning to the end. It was exciting matches to watch. I mean, a couple hands go a different way too, and they would have gotten it. They would have made the difference. Every game was close, like you were saying. You weren't seeing these like 100-point score gaps, maybe 100 points total of score gap. Right.
Like it was so tight knit, and you know, didn't happen this year, but I got a good feeling about next year. I'll tell you what.
I have a good feeling about next year too, because Team WRC has already announced they're returning for the next season. In fact, we have our team captain, Gemma, president of the WRC, with a special big announcement. I'll give everyone a minute to get everyone in here.
One?
This is the moment.
Huge one?
Team WRC's announcement for next year.
I'm getting word unconfirmed. They're saying you're gonna want to glue your butt to your seat. It is going to be so crazy. You are going to jump out of it if you do not fasten yourself to the chair. Seat belts, you know, straps, whatever you got to use. This is gonna make you jump.
All right.
I'm hearing this is the biggest news of the stream.
And without further ado, give you 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Gemma, take it away.
And you know the deal by now. It's like and subscribe.
안녕하세요. Hi everyone. こんにちは。大家好。
Team WRC is back!
Hi, World Riichi fans. This is Gemma, the World Riichi Championship. Just a short message today about the WRC team at the Sankei Shimbun Cup. Last season, we put forward a team, and Rika, Jen, and Mio did really well. We just missed out on getting through the group stage, so a little bit frustrating, but it was a great experience, and they did really, really well.
前回は最後までチームメイトがすごく頑張ってくれたんですけれども、あとちょっと、あと一歩届かずに敗退になってまして、すごく悔しかったです。
I can't thank Rika, Mia, and Jen enough for their hard efforts. We're going to be entering a team again this year for the Sankei Shimbun Cup with a slightly changed lineup and an exciting new player.
I'm so excited to find out who our teammates are going to be. Mio and I were on the team. It was just two of us when we registered, and we're going to find out who our third team member is today.
I'm personally very excited to have this player on our team because I'm not ashamed to admit I'm a bit of a fan, a bit of a girl crush.
皆さんこんにちは、魚谷由美です。この度、産経新聞社杯に出場させていただくことが決まりました。ありがとうございます。
Yumi Iwatani of M League fame will be joining us, and I'm really hoping that this will see us get the WRC team through to not just the semi-finals but the finals.
私は韓国出身で麻雀が大好きすぎて日本に引っ越ししてきた JPML 所属の西田美桜です。この大会はいろんなプロ団体から上流プロが集まる大きな舞台で緊張もするんですけれども、それ以上にワクワクする大会です。
魚谷由美です。もうほぼ出場不可というか、もう多分チームに所属する方ももう発表になっていて、で、たまたままだ2名しか決まってないチームに拾っていただくことになりました。はい、チーム WRC に今年は所属して頑張りたいと思います。
So, join us on the WRC YouTube channel to watch the action in English with professional level commentary.
It's going to be a great year. I'm super excited. I'm going to commentate better, and hopefully you guys will be with us the whole way.
この悔しさを忘れずにチームみんなで優勝目指して全力でぶつけていきます。世界中の麻雀ファンの皆様、応援よろしくお願いします。頑張ります。
チームメイトのジェンさんと、西田さんと共に、優勝目指して頑張ります。応援よろしくお願いします。
頑張ります。
That is some huge news.
What?
Huge news. Yumi
My head's
Iwatani.
exploding. I look like an emoji right now.
If only
Oh my goodness.
it could be communicated in the picture there.
Yeah, just add a nice little like atom cloud above my head because that's what's going on. Oh my goodness.
Hey.
Iwatani?
That's right.
In the flesh?
Of course, we can't take too much shine away from our returning team members, Mio Nishida and Jen. So it's a full JPML team this year, same as last year. But that's right, Yumi Iwatani, M League fame. She's been to previous WRCs. She's worked with Jen as well on her Prost series. So there's already some translated by the great Jen, some translated advice from Iwatani herself on the Mahjong Jen YouTube channel. And now she is going to show up here for Team WRC and we can see her play. For keen-eyed viewers and watchers, you will notice in that clip where Suizoeater finished the individual finals in first place, Iwatani was actually winning that last game. but she just didn't quite have enough points to overtake Suizoeater in the total standings. But Uotani was one of the finalists this year in the individual tournament.
Super, super strong, and especially with Jen and Mio returning, this team is going to be a powerhouse. This team is going to do some really, really big things. I can already feel it.
Yeah, they were already so close this year as well, being right up until the very last game. They were holding that group leading spot. It was just a little bit, just a couple hands in South round, and they could have made it through to the team playoffs. Whew. That being said, I can see the chat is already also excited talking about this year's team. It'll be interesting to get your thoughts either in the chat here, or if you're watching this on VOD, video on demand, VOD, however you want to pronounce it, you can leave your comments on next year's team in the chat. Harrison, I think we've heard a lot of what you had to say. After some time, do you have more concrete words to put to it?
I'd like to think that the first time you try ice cream as a kid, the first time that you really go out and feel a nice summer day and the grass between your toes, that's what I'm feeling right now. This is like a pivotal moment. This is absolutely crazy. That's all I have to say. Crazy.
What a metaphor. It's going to be super exciting.
I'm goosing. My hands are twitching. I'm like slobbering over myself thinking about the games that we're gonna see just from our team next year. I feel like I need to play some Mahjong just to calm myself down now after this.
And I'm sure we'll get some great interviews, and maybe we'll be able to pick Uotani's head a little bit more. Get some great Mahjong advice for our own games as she plays for Team WRC. So that wraps up the wrap-up show for today. Hope you enjoyed all the news, and
just
hope
a quick one.
You caught everything that you missed during the end of the season, the big playoff part.
Yep.
Yeah. So be sure to tune in on this channel. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't
Hit
already.
That bell. If you hit that bell, it tells you when we're going live. It does it for you now. Technology's the future. All you gotta do is click that little bell thing.
The drawing for the groups will be this Sunday, so we will soon see just which teams will be playing each other for the regular season. And the first broadcast is scheduled for the 12th if the groups line up properly. We're looking for June 12th and June 13th. That's Thursday and Friday.
It's going to be super, super exciting. I can tell you it is going to be very hard fought over for who's going to be commentating those.
Right.
And any way that happens, we're going to provide some great commentary, and it's going to be a great time because, oh my goodness, another season of this. I'm gonna need to find heart medicine tips. Need to find something to calm me down.
Dang, I didn't realize you had those kind of issues already.
I'm gonna get them. I can see it coming with the exciting Mahjong. If it's anything like last season, woo!
Yeah, I just might have to step away from the mic and run around for a little bit just to bring it all back together to center myself. So make sure to tune in to the channel. Look for that announcement for the first groups of the season, and be here June 12th. From all of us at
check it out.
Yeah, from all of us at the WRC commentary booth, I've been Tipzntrix today. We've got Suizoeater, Harrison here for the wrap-up show, and see you there. Thanks for watching, everyone.